Welcome back to another tutorial. This one is inspired by Rihanna's amazing look in the Wild Thoughts video. So to start off, I'm keeping my brows a little bit softer today, but still using dip down and a 266 angled brush, mainly putting the product in the outer edge of the brow rather than towards the front. And then to give them a little bit more of a fluffy feel, I just like to use a spoolie brush and brush through all of the product. And then to carve out my brows, I'm using the Maybelline eye eraser in the shade Light and an angled brush. This is just going to really give them a lot more definition and make them look a lot neater. I'm even taking exactly the same concealer and using this as my eye base today. So you want to pop that all over your lid just to really blank it out for where you're going to apply the eyeshadow. The first shade I'm taking is Cork, and this is going to be my transition shade. So you just want to pop this on the very outer edge of the crease so you know where you're going to go with the rest of the eyeshadow. The next product, I'm not really sure how to pronounce it, but I'm going to say Azure, which is a NYX Slide On Glide On eye pencil in a really nice blue shade. So I'm popping this all the way on the centre of the lid and then winging it out slightly. This just helps for when we're going to do the eyeliner, and it's more of a guideline. Then to intensify the colour, I'm taking MAC Steamy eyeshadow and pressing this right on the top of the blue eye pencil. And then because I thought I needed to go a little bit more of a darker blue, I'm using Electric Eel and popping that just into the crease to darken it up. And then as my inner corner highlight, I'm using nylon eyeshadow and a little pencil brush. And then to link my eyeshadow together, I'm taking the same blue pencil and wrapping it right underneath my lash line. And then using the same fluffy brush I used for the eyeshadow with a little bit of steamy on, I'm just buffing out the edges. And then another favourite, I'm taking Natural Collections Black Liquid Liner and doing my eyeliner with this. I don't think she had a wing in the video, but obviously I had to add that. That's just my little touch on it. And then to finish the look off for the eyes, I obviously had to add lashes. These ones are from Amazon, but I used Duo Glue to apply them. And then I'm using a little bit of mascara just onto the bottom lashes. Then to finish off my brows and keep them in place, I'm using my Not So Clear mascara, which is the collection one, and just popping this all the way through the brows and spiking them up at the front. And then as my moisturiser and primer, I'm using the L'Oreal Hydrogenius Aloe Water. And then I'm going in with my NARS Orgasm Illuminator just to give my skin a real glow. For my foundation, I'm using MAC Studio Fix Fluid in NC35, and then just buffing this onto my skin and down my neck just to make me appear a little bit more tanned. And also to hide the burn, I gave myself early trying to curl my hair. And then going back in with my Maybelline eye eraser and then popping this in all of the areas that you want to appear a little bit lighter. So definitely under eyes, down the nose, chin and forehead. So it doesn't sit too heavy, I'm just using a damp beauty blender to blend out all of the concealer and the excess product. And then to really set the under eyes and keep them light again, I'm just using the Studio Fix powder in NC25, so a few shades down from the foundation. For highlighter, I'm using the Jeffree Star King Tut, and I wanted it to look almost wet. you want it to look glowy, so I'm just going back and forth with the highlighter, probably applying way too much, but just so it gives that really glowy effect. And then because I'm clearly not bronzed or glowy enough, I'm going in with the gold deposit highlighter and then just popping this just on the top of where we already did the other one, just to make it look a little bit more golden. And then I forgot to highlight my brow bone, so I'm just going back in with a little bit of nylon just to make the arch of them stand out a bit more. And then to contour my cheekbones but also make them appear a bit bronzed, I'm using the Anastasia contour kit in medium tan. I'm popping this onto my cheekbones and around my forehead. And then for that amazing red that contrasts perfectly with the eyes, I've chosen red lip liner from MAC and Lady Danger lipstick. And then because in the video it is quite a steamy setting and her skin almost looks wet, but sexy kind of wet, I'm using the Primark Hydrating Mist Spray. Then going on to hair, I curled it early and just let it cool, so now I'm just using a Tangle Teaser to back comb it to give it a little bit more volume. And this is the finished look, so I hope you've all enjoyed watching today. If you have, please don't forget to like and subscribe. Mwah.